So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down on this hump day grid. Let's take a look and see what we've got in store for us today. But just to introduce, we are back to the Wee Merlot Cabernet Sauvignon. Today is like literally one of my favorite French table wines on the planet. I just love it. And honestly, I think it runs around €2 for a 0.75 liter bottle here. It's just kind of nice. But wines just really aren't that expensive in general speaking. Well, welcome. Let's go. Let's jump into our grid. Let's see what we've got here today. Oh, we got some illustrations coming up. That'll be interesting. So, over 3,500 feet for the George Washington Bridge. And I'm assuming this is the span. Displays at the time, displays as the time, and then, well, that's kind of like a Cin-Cin or something, right? The cow says moo, the clock says, right? Oh, it's really funny. One time on Family Guy, Stewie Griffin was listening to a German Cin-Cin, and he pulled a lever and it said, the cow goes shazoo. And being so used to the American Cin-Cin, he was like, oh no, it most certainly does not. And I remember when I was a kid, my Oma would tell me with that beautiful, thick German accent, she'd tell me all the time, where's the rooster goes, kikariki. And I'm like, oh, maybe German roosters say kikariki, but I think ours say cock-a-doodle-doo, right? It might thicken or be full of holes, and I'm going to go with a plot on this one. I don't know what I would have thought if I didn't have that P there. Let's see. What is his name? Gawande, author of the 2014 bestseller Being Mortal. I cannot remember for the life of me. Gosh, he's MD, PhD type. I think Harvard. Okay, change. Alter. Okay, and then we have, I cannot remember. Is it a toque? A toque? A tool? I cannot remember for the life of me. I think that might be it. I'm like trying to see it on the cover of the book. Poet Pablo, and I think this is Pablo Neruda. Okay, so looks like we have American Sign Language here. So, you're welcome. Sorry, I had to kind of do it so I could remember to get that rote thing going. Uh-oh, what is this RW? School break. Oh, my gosh, look at that. I cannot believe I did that. I didn't even finish spelling the clue out. Okay. You know what? It has been a very long day. I got up this morning at 4:30. I went for a run, got back around 5:15. I took my morning shower, and then went into work, and it was a long day. So it was just a long day, and I just finished a conference call after hours. So I have a bit of an excuse. Anyway. So, what did I think this was? Recess. That's what I think that is. In Caribbean country whose capital is Castries, and I think that's St. Lucia, where you might tell a chef, well done. Maybe a steak. I don't know. I don't know why you do that to a steak. But everybody has a different taste. Workstations, I guess, could be a desk. Smart aleck. Ooh, I love this. A wise ass. It's like I have an excuse to say wise ass, right? Shogun, as an example. Well, gosh, it shows feudal lordship in ancient Japan. I don't know. Takes care of, I'm going to just guess maybe seized to, and let me go back in here and check it real quick. Caterpillar roll is eel. So far looking so good. Engrave, maybe etch, I guess in. Secure as to a pole. Anybody else ever play tetherball when they were kids? That was a big thing for us.
They often take bows, maybe shoelaces. With it in old slang, I guess hep. Allegro or adagio, these are musical tempos. And yeah, that's true. I love you. Okay. Let's see what we got up here. Like the Ramayana, and this would be Hindu. Olympic gold medalist Ono, and I think that's Apollo. Apollo. I don't know. Let me check this. As if, okay, that could be Ha. And nail polish brand with colors like Berry, Fairy Run. Okay, so this is OP. Last time we had this clue, I was like, I never looked at that. So I mean, I purposely went through the cosmetics section and I found it and I looked at it and I took it in until I knew OP, right? So it actually worked for me today. It panned out. Start to starter. How about a non-starter? Waited for a customer service representative, please. Maybe held, maybe on hold. And this is a hello. An ASL hello. Kilmer of Top Gun Maverick. All told. Okay, so what do we got here? Do we have throat soothing type of tea? I'm assuming it's honey lemon. We want to spell that correctly though. Major undertaking with a question mark. Well, I can tell you right now, if I didn't have the C, the two L's, and the E, I would have definitely put in soldier. Because, you know, majors feel great officers, right? You know, and they're kind of responsible for the training or what. I mean, just all kinds of stuff when they get to that level. When they get away from captain and they become a major, they're no longer a company commander unless it's a special 04 command. And I'm like, oh, it's got to be soldier. But then I realized I had a C and two L's. It wasn't going to be no soldier. Okay, so blank squad. I guess this is the geek squad. I remember when that was a thing. I wonder if they still are. Portent. I guess an omen. Wraps up, maybe ends. We got the OED here. Yes, multi-volume reference. Wonderful. And here we have thanks. Contends. I don't want to jump the gun, but it sure feels like that's going to be argues. Rival of Chanel, and 4 letters with an R at the end. I can only think of Christian Dior. Nevertheless, Dior. Maybe though? Maybe. This is it's a clever little grid, and I really like the illustrations in it, you know. But I mean, not a lot of difficult feel though. I mean, the fill is pretty, I think it's pretty good. Podium delivery, maybe an oration, and knock around, say, maybe rough up. I swear I'm hitting these keys. I don't know. Maybe it's time for a new keyboard. Corridor could be a hall. Bother. Is that a pest? Feature some dresses. Yes, probably a slit by all means. Fruit named for its unsightly appearance. Yes, ugly fruit. I guess this is Hell's Kitchen. Bother looks like it's going to be a pest. Yeah, so let's go up. Let's see what we've got here. With 65 cross, source of this puzzle's pictorial clues. And so I'm assuming, again, we've said this numerous times already. This is American Sign Language. So I don't think it's going to hurt to go ahead and put it in there. And with some confidence, some degree of confidence. Male duck is a drake. So if I didn't have any confidence, now I do. What a hoot, in brief. Maybe LOL. Prepare to release as a fish. I mean, maybe unhook or dehook. What is this? Light source. I guess that could be a sun. Stinging plant is a nettle, and oh yeah, it will sting. Oh my god. Divide as a deck of cards. How about cut the deck? And what do we got here? Take apart as As 8 down. Shoelaces. Oh, unknot. I was like, well, it should be untie, right? But no, I guess it's unknot. So I guess this is unhook, and that's good because, hey, you know, it's doing something there. Wait a minute, is this a U? Razor-billed bird. Yeah, that is. That's, I mean, that's a U. I'm trying to remember, is it, I can't remember what the razor-billed duck is. Was apprehended, got caught. I'm not going to be able to get it on the downs unless I figure out who this Michael... Michael Caine. It's an auk. Okay, razor-billed auk. 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 Or if it's a German bird, an auk. All right. So, unwritten code, maybe DNA. Reservoir creator would be a radium, and melancholy could be somber. Sandwich whose California version contains avocado. Well, doesn't California everything contain avocado? I mean, it's just like a very avocado-y state. And I love that. Please, just take me a second. You're like, what am I doing? Please, okay. Burning Man. Representatives, affirmative. I can only assume this would be a yay. And so the Burning Man might be a pyro. Be an R&B singer. Bridges. It's a Leon. Love Leon Bridges. Diana of Motown. Had the biggest crush on her as a very small child. Even had a poster. One side of Checkpoint Charlie. Looks like we've got East Berlin. And we got very lucky because it's either going to be East Berlin or West Berlin, and we wouldn't have known. We would only have been able to put in the ST up here and then have to figure it from there, but we would have known Berlin at least, right? What down means in diner lingo, and I guess that's on toast. I was not aware of that at all. I need to kind of probably commit that to memory, right? Okay, so this is sorry, got it. Finding, is it Dory? I've seen it on when I'm with the kids. Mammal whose babies can outrun humans at only 3 days old. Is it a moose? Company that purchased Time Warner. Yeah, it is. It looks like this is going to be a moose because that's AOL. I didn't know that. So a 3-day-old moose can outrun a human. But can it outrun Usain Bolt? Moosain Bolt, right? A whole new nickname for the moose. Greek consonant hidden in the names of 2 Greek vowels. Yep, that's right. We have psi and bringing to the big screen. Perhaps we're going to adapt. And now, I don't know. Did I fat finger something? This sure seems like a day I would have, right? How do we do, Bob? Oh, good. I mean, it's a Wednesday puzzle, and our time was better today than it was yesterday. Yesterday was a Tuesday, but yesterday was it was a slog. That was not the easiest puzzle yesterday, but all said and done, I mean, this is really pretty tight grid. I'm impressed with it. And 12:47 isn't a bad time for a Wednesday at all. I don't really check time or keep time much. I mean, I'm not a competitive type, but it is nice to have a gauge. I mean, if I wasn't just walking around barely doing the puzzle here and there, and I had I was like taking me an hour, then that might be, I'd be put on notice. Maybe I should just put it away and take a nap and come back to it, right? But anyway, super puzzle, and we'll see it again for the Thursday grid. And I get so excited about Thursday grids because you never know what you're going to get. It's going to be full of rebuses, rebuy, as I'm trying to coin. Is it going to be full of, crazy stuff, or is it just going to be like a plain old bland, Thursday? Some of them are super clever, and I just totally look forward to them. The Thursday, Friday, Saturday grids are my favorites because they're generally the most challenging, and that's what I love more than anything. And if you're doing a Sunday puzzle, unlike the Groaner we had last Sunday, it's an awful lot of fun, too, especially when you get one that's super clever or super hard. That means you got all day to work on that thing. Because, first of all, the grids on Sundays are ginormous as it is. So, But it's been great. This has been a good day to puzzle with everyone. So, my Shotzi has been in Texas now for the last 11 or 12 weeks. I mean, she's a nurse, so she wants to keep her license current, so she'll take contracts and do what she does. But I'm looking forward to her coming home, which will be weekend after this one. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then we got a couple of things we're going to be taking care of around here. And then we'll be on our way to Barcelona. Well, I better get the Barcelona out of my system and get the Castilian Spanish into my system. Barcelona. And we'll be taking a Virgin cruise from there to all over Greece and the Mediterranean. I think we're going to see parts of France and whatnot. So areas that we don't typically travel to by car. So it'll be kind of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I think we're going to make it to Monaco and some other stuff. But assuming that I have internet available to me, I will be making puzzles first thing in the morning and then getting on with my touristy week and a half vacation. So, thank you so much, everybody. I mean, you've no idea what it means to me. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the subscribes. I love how the channel is growing slowly but surely, and I love the fact that you're liking the puzzles. That the numbers are good. Share them with your friends. Help it grow. I really would appreciate that very much. And until I see you tomorrow for the Thursday, hopefully super ridiculously complex and challenging grid. Ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Ciao, tschüss, auf Wiedersehen, grüß Gott, servus, bis morgen. Cin-Cin, be well, take care.